What's up, good people? Walk with me for a minute.
Some people think, well, if I'm carrying a firearm, I'll announce my presence and my intentions. You don't scare away real bad guys by carrying a firearm in a holster. You don't scare real bad guys by slinging an AR-15 over your shoulder. A real bad guy will take it from you and stick it up your butt and then discharge it.
All right, so open carry became a thing yesterday in Florida. So let's just talk about some do's and don'ts. I'm personally not a fan of it. I don't think anyone needs to know that I have a firearm until they've been properly shot, meaning they're doing something they shouldn't be doing that qualifies for the ways that you can use lethal force in the state of Florida. Keeping in mind that stand your ground does not mean that you can just say you're in fear of your life and start shooting. It's not what that means. So let's talk about some do's and don'ts if you decide to do it, since it is your right to do so. Number one is to make sure you have the proper holster. All right, so you do not want a level 1 holster. So level 1 holster means that the only thing holding the gun in the holster is friction. So this is a level 1 holster. Outstanding holster, but if I just go to take the gun out of the holster, it's going to come out because there's only friction. So there's nothing stopping some criminal from walking up behind you and taking the gun from you before you realize what's happening. All right, so if you are going to do it, you want a level 2 or 3 or above. This is a Safariland. So this, if I can get the gun in there, is a level 3 holster. So friction holds it in. There is a strap behind the back of the gun that prevents it. And then it also locks on the ejection port. So I could hang on this upside down and it's not going to come out. Even if I defeat the first level, which is the hood, if I take that back, it's still not going to come out of the holster. So you would need to actually know how to use one of these and then get your thumb to it. So this, I think they call it a spoon, prevents people from getting to the mechanisms that release the gun from the front. You would have to do it from behind, which your thumb can go in, push down and forward, release the first one. Then there's a nub on the back of that and you push back on it and then the gun will come out. You still can get a draw with these in a second or less. You just need to practice with it like anything else. But these are bomb-proof. They've been proven in combat in militaries across the world, law enforcement across the world. Safariland holsters are the gold standard. Do not go cheap. Do not cut corners if you decide that you want to open carry, and definitely do not do it from a level 1 holster. That's no good. YouTube is littered with videos of people getting their guns taken from them because they're at the gas station going to pay or whatever they're doing to be distracted, which you're going to be, and then someone takes their gun. Okay, so when can you use deadly force according to the state of Florida? I'm going to read directly from the statute. It is 776012. And it says, a person is justified in using or threatening to use deadly force if he or she reasonably believes that using or threatening to use force is necessary to prevent imminent death, great bodily harm to himself or another, or to prevent the imminent commission of a forcible felony. And I'll go over the definition of that in a moment. A person who uses or threatens to use deadly force in accordance with this subsection does not have a duty to retreat and has the right to stand his or her ground if the person using or threatening to use force is not engaged in criminal activity and is in a place where he or she has the right to be. So as long as you are somewhere legally and you're not committing a crime, then the use of deadly force would be something that would be able to be used according to the state of Florida. Now, as far as a forcible felony, I'm going to read the definition to that for that one as well. So this one is 776-.08. Forcible felony means treason, murder, manslaughter, sexual battery, carjacking, home invasion, robbery, and then it also says robbery. I don't know why that's twice. Burglary, arson, kidnapping, aggravated assault, aggravated battery, aggravated stalking, aircraft piracy, unlawful throwing, placing, or discharging of a destructive device or bomb, and any other felony which involves the use or threat of physical force or violence against any individual. So I'm not a lawyer. I don't play one on TV, but do with that what you need to do. That is just exactly what it says on the Florida website. So open carry does not mean that you can just have your gun on and you can just do what you want to threaten or intimidate or any of that dumb shit. Again, I recommend not doing it, but it is your choice if you decide to do it. But I don't think you're accomplishing anything by open carrying, especially if you're doing it in a fucked up level 1 holster, especially if you have not had any training on how to retain your firearm if someone does try to take it from you. So don't be an easy target. Don't be a victim. Don't be caught out there and have legal troubles just because you're trying to show that you have a gun. Again, nobody needs to know you have a gun until they have been properly shot. And at that point, it's too late. Y'all be safe.